Hey guys, welcome to another stream. I've been looking forward to this one. Let me fix the mix a little bit, turn the music a tiny bit down, and tell you what we're gonna do today. Because we have a lot of things on the board, and most of those have to wait for a little bit. Except for this one, auto smelter. That's that one. You can actually take it off the board. Put it back into the sorting chest, and I'll show you why. Let me just grab a bunch more sand, and it's a good sign that we actually don't have that much sand left, because this is what's going on. You can hear the minecart rolling around already. This is a beautiful mumbo jumbo design, and I'm gonna make another one on this side. What this does is it reads the output from this chest, or this hopper, which means that if there's an item in there, we'll get a signal. Then that signal sends a departure signal to these two minecart with chests that are just coming past. They're filling up again, and then when another item comes out in the bottom, there they go. I have to make sure that I'm out of the way because I'll actually break the system. But as soon as I put it in there, it's gonna roll. And then right up here we put all the fuel, and right up here we put whatever we want to smelt, which is gonna come out here on the bottom. And right now we're making glass, and I'll be making a lot of glass, which then, yeah, the super smelter is gonna help us a lot, Wiki. I see Chris here, Kingsy, Abdul Bari, Mysterious Man, Rose, Wikipedia, Ekaterina, or maybe that's Eric. Welcome to the stream, everyone. So, we're making a lot of glass, and I'll show you what it's for. Because this glass is gonna help us out a lot. Because what this glass is going to be doing is going to make the base for our wither skeleton farm. And to make that wither skeleton farm look good, what I want to do is get a lot of red stained glass. And with this red stained glass, I'm gonna cover up the entire area around the nether fortress that I'll be using to build the farm. And since we're gonna cover a huge area, we're actually gonna need a lot of glass. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna label this chest, but I'm actually gonna try to make 15 double chests worth of glass, and that should be all the glass we need for the farm. It's a lot. Let's also make a separate chest for red dye. Put it here. Clean up the rest of the stuff. And then we're gonna go out to do a few projects. Because there's quite a bit of preparation to be done. I'm gonna leave this netherite with the diamonds because that is valuable. Put this here. Rockets go there. Now, what I would really like to do is do a raid. Buttons are wither roses because Wiki, that would serve the same purpose, and it would spawn proof as well. Wither roses are a lot harder to get. Buttons don't look as good, and I want to go for red glass to keep the aesthetic of the area because I don't want to make it effective. I want to make it look good, just like this place, which is a guardian farm, but it's going to be much more. Well, just recording and not doing a stream, I built up the other side as well. And in here we see the first line, this brown line, and that's actually a line of redstone lamps, which is gonna be the pulse of our little Heart of the Sea project. So, the thing we're gonna do now is look for a river. And when we find a river, we're gonna drain it, and put down a location where we will have our squid farm, because squid farm is also something that's essential just about now. Before we're gonna go there, I want to show you something, because something is going really wrong here. The 1.16 upgrade, it's amazing and it adds a lot of great features to the game, but every big upgrade also has the potential of breaking farms, and that happened here. I have 3 layers in my lava blade, and apparently 3 layers is not enough to kill the guardians anymore. So I'm gonna do 2 things right now before we get out. The first one being, I'm gonna hit the kill switch here. And what this kill switch does is kill all the guardians in the box. Second thing is that I'm gonna kill the entire farm. Because since the guardian farm is not functioning very well, I don't want the guardians to take up all the mob cap. Because if they're alive in this box and there's 50 guardians in there, nothing else is spawning. So for the time being, I'm just gonna forfeit all the guardian drops. And say, okay, whatever, farm is not working right now. Because with this button, I activated every single dispenser to take the water bucket back. Not my design, by the way. This is a Nambon farm. It's a really cool one. Now what that did is drain all of the water out. But right now, we don't have a guardian farm, because this is just an empty box with lava. Which means that no guardians will spawn into this chamber. I can turn off the kill switch because it doesn't look as cool. But if you listen right now, hear the amount of creepers that's spawning in behind me. That's why I was turning off this farm. Because as long as the guardians aren't spawning in, I would love to have the creepers drop in. And then later I'll use these redstone lamps to actually get rid of the creeper spawns and crank the guardians up. So let's check this out. It's a stack and a half. We're gonna leave it, do nothing, and then 2-3 streams from now we'll check how much creepers have actually been spawning in. And it's gonna be a lot. There's also gonna be more slimes in the slime chunks. There and there. But I'll leave them because a big slime is just 1 on the mob cap, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, mission objective. Put a minecart down in the chunk loader, because the chunk loader has been broken for a little bit. With that minecart there, it's gonna make sure that the chunk is loaded even if we are not here, which means that all of the farms that are not mob related, which at this point is the super smelter, will keep running. So when we come back here, it's gonna be a lot more glass ready. And then when we're working with the glass, we'll get the gunpowder. So hopefully this side works. Because I have been having some trouble with the chunk loaders and the minecart respawn. That sends it away, and then yes, you saw it come back. Now this block is gonna go back there, and when all of the hoppers, items in this hopper have transferred to the other side, then it sends it back, and you heard it roll, and it came back. So that's working. That's a really good sign. And now, because of the issues I've been having with it already, I know that it will eventually break again. You guys heard a skeleton behind me who shot me. That is because I covered the bottom of this place with the lanterns, but I created some dark spots when I put the cobblestone walls in. Now the cobblestone walls are temporary. We don't really need them there. The reason there are cobblestone walls right now is that I want to know where the slime chunks were, so eventually we find that out. Basically, what it means is I have all the information I need there. This arrow in my foot is looking real good. As you guys might notice, this place became a little more messy looking, because I had a few creeper explosions. I had a little thunderstorm when you guys weren't here for the stream. And I went hunting for mob heads. I think we got about 4 new ones. I'd say 3 zombies and a skeleton. And we're up to 20 already, so at some point we have to think about this little mob hat museum that I want to make. This village, I believe, isn't alive anymore. Everybody there died. This ravine I haven't seen. This swamp we're gonna fly over actually has a witch hut right over there, which I look forward to making a witch farm here, since it will provide me with redstone, and I'm almost running out at the moment. Let's actually check in the witch hut, because I didn't do it yet. See if anybody's living there, and see if I can find anything good inside. Oh, there's a cat. Has to count for something. Okay guys, you might not realize, but this is a highlight moment. This is the first time ever in Minecraft that I'm entering a witch hut. These things are disappointing. They're wildly disappointing. Oh yes! Oh yes! Well, I told you guys I wanted to do a raid today, and it seems like we're gonna do that. This is a great song to shoot villagers to. Shoot me, sir. Do it. Okay, raid time. Raids are hard. Let's see if I... Okay, what we're gonna do as far as the raid goes, I'm gonna wait for nighttime. Then I will go back to base and sleep, and then we'll do a raid in the morning. Because I don't really want to have a raid where I don't finish it before it becomes nighttime, and then we have tons and tons of mobs joining the party. That's what happened with the last one, and it made it super annoying. But for now, let's go up a little bit higher. Oh, snow. Nice. What I'm doing is I'm looking for a part of the terrain that has a river in it, but not too much water. And then we can start draining it. Because basically, that music is epic. I'm vibing hard. All of this has lots and lots of water, which means that if I'm gonna place a squid farm here, it's not gonna do great. Nice rendering going on. Well, preferably I want to do this thing as close to base as possible. Hey Cheese, welcome to the stream. But if we can find a river close, I might end up doing it where my old house is, because that one had a really good river spot. Barely anything going on. Tiny bit of water, but preferably right now I want to have everything close to the Heart of the Sea project. This part looks promising. A little bit up ahead. Now let's see if it's still a river biome. Plains, rivers. Nice. I think this is our spot. Somewhere in here. Mountains, river. Yeah, this we can work with. Let's see. 11:30. Minus 3640. I'm gonna write that down real quick, because we're gonna have to find this place again. Well, as you can see, there's squid spawning in. Good. And what we're gonna do is just start draining it. Before we do this raid, I really have to make absolutely sure that I bring a little bit more food with me, because that's looking kind of sad. Okay, this thing goes here. We use it to dry out sponges. Absolutely classic Game Boy music, Rose. I still didn't make a playlist, so I didn't really plan for it, but I approve. I can take this for a while. Minecraft is here to be won. Big lag. Should have brought some sand. I never knew it looked that cool if you kill a squid. Yeah, I'm gonna have to put some sand in here, so I'll fly back to base and come back later. Now, this is also the point of the game where I'm gonna need to get fancy and get an enchanted diamond hoe, because I can mine these sponges quicker. Oh my, Wikipedia, I'm so sorry, I still didn't listen to that song. I have the list right in front of me, and I promise that I'll do it right after the stream. Oh, that feels bad, I honestly forgot. Okay, let's make some strange looking pillar here, so it's very easy to recognize this place when we come back. Maybe a little more. Ooh, I really look forward to the raid, guys. It's gonna be fun. I'm checking if I had all my sponges, because I have been losing some of them during the draining of the monument, which is kind of a natural thing to do, because if you're doing a project that big, you just want to move and get some progress. You don't care as much about getting all your resources back as efficiently as possible. But that's gonna hurt me in future projects if I don't get them, so I have to. Fortune 3 on the hoe as well, just to be fancy. Does it do anything useful? Or is it just for the fanciness? We actually flew quite far, further than I thought. Maybe this is a better biome. Forest. Oh, no river. Pass on this as well. I think this is where yeah, there's the forest I removed. Crater Valley. More crop drops is actually kind of nuts. I'm slightly disappointed in myself about... Oh no! Okay guys, we have the accidental raid going on. Because apparently that is a village. This is actually the perfect place to find them. Do I want to fight them from up here, or do I actually want to go down and be able to get proper hits in? So I had the bad omen before when I was at my base, but what I didn't do then is fly over the iron farm, which apparently is the perfect way to trigger a raid. Okay, this is kind of lame, so I'm gotta get into it. I have very, very poor FPS today, and I honestly don't know why. You guys, what are you running? What's with their AI? They seem to be struggling somehow. They're looking for villagers to kill, they're not too concerned about me. Now they are. Or not. This is a very weird situation. I'm kind of worried about the frame rate, but I think, from what I heard, most performance problems in Minecraft originate with AI. So maybe they're kind of triggered because they're not finding the villagers that they want to attack. Well, the thing is that, just like the song, this is a very mellow way to defeat a raid. Nope. You sure? I honestly hope the next wave is gonna have a little less trouble doing the thing though, because it's kinda sucks. He's charging his crossbow, he saw me! We have a fight! This guy too! Coming for me. Finally. Yeah, they're really struggling here. Which is good for me, but... There's honestly no way for them to spawn inside of the villager cells, I think, so... I'm not sure if they can spawn up there anyway. I mean, Minecraft AI is wonky, so I would also see them spawning in the water or something weird. They're spawning on top here. But we're gonna take a little detour because it's there's also a thunderstorm going on. And I have my priorities. Which means that if it's a thunderstorm, we have to be getting them mob hats. Did it? For a moment I thought that thunderstorm was gone without it doing anything at all. The lag is unreal. Yeah, the iron farm is spawn proof, so I don't see any way it can go really wrong. Checking my rear view mirror there. There, this guy. Boom. That's a creeper hat. Favorite. Kinda crowded here. But I honestly don't mind too much. Let's get a skeleton. Boom. Random explosions. I'm not even involved here. This guy's a lot closer. That's a poor shot. He's gonna give us a zombie, but that's fine. We'll take it. I have a lot of zombie hats, so they're the lowest priority to get more of. But I'll honestly take anything. I'm really not looking at chat right now, but I think that makes sense to you guys. Reaper head, nice. As soon as the thunderstorm blows over, I'll go back to base, finish the raid. Read up on what you guys have been saying. Did I hit the... No, I hit the spider. Let's try that again. He has nothing to blow up. But let's leave him because he's charged now. Actually fine. Charge you. Okay boys, come here. Do it. Our creeper head right there, but it's next to the creeper. I'll get this one first. Still have nightmares from these boys. From the impossible run. I think the storm might be over. Let's try. Oh, we still got it. I feel like as long as it's not 40 baby zombies, we should be good. 40 in a 1 block space is kinda... yeah. You, come and get me. Do we get it? Or did they fight each other? No, it was out of range. Too bad. Sometimes when that happens you get the charged creeper head itself. Always. I think now the storm might be over because I haven't heard any lightning for a while. But I think we might still have a creeper to the left of us. To go a little higher. Fine, storm's over. But this one. Let's check around if we missed any that dropped in weird places. Guys, we gotta come up with a name for this place eventually, because it's gonna be quite an iconic thing with all the crazy explosions happening. And there's a ravine underneath, of course. That's a place I do not want to drop down. With all the spawn proofing around. Okay, let's see how the raid is doing. It's still here. It's still here. Great. Let me read up on chat real quick. No, baby zombies drop regular zombie heads. There's no baby zombie head. If I faced 40 baby zombies now, I would be so sad. I really do not want to lose this world. I mean, dying in the challenge I was fine with. Get out of here. They're doing the same weird shit. Guys, do you wanna do something about me being here? Or are you just gonna run around funky? I'm kinda scared about doing this. because I'm worried that I might be right in the middle and then their AI might trigger. But it really doesn't seem like it will be. Okay, this is definitely the last raid that I'm gonna do here at the base. Because of, I think the farms inside, plus the AI is just too much for the game engine, can't handle it. So the game is so laggy. You guys notice that if it goes down to the last 4 raiders, they actually they trigger the AI. The whole thing starts making sense to them, and they're like, "Oh, this ain't right. We gotta take this guy with the netherite armor out." Rain, welcome to the stream. Jacob also got here. Well, the raid at the base is actually good. I wanted to do a raid, and now I'm gonna do a real easy one because everything spawned in here and they have nowhere to run. 1 zombie, 3 creepers. I feel like that means there are some skeleton heads still out there. So I'm just gonna try to find them. So Chris, what happened is I actually got the bad omen, which I was looking for, so that's real nice. Then I went back to base and I flew over the iron farm, which apparently qualifies as a village, so that's why they attacked. Why I wanted to do the raid in the first place, I was kind of just looking forward to having one. Because I only did one ever. This place is just a mess, but I think it's here still. Okay, so advice. How are we gonna call this crater situation here? It needs a name at some point. Yeah, that's it. The totem is just gonna random shoot, see what happens. Oh, we're out of music. Okay, let me fix that. The Boom. Okay, solid candidate. Up for consideration. AI is about to kick in. Yeah. It's literally last 4 that they realize that I'm here. Well, no. Come here, son. Come here. Creeping minefield, the Boom. I realized that I want to redo the water gate because I don't like that it's up against the wall. It should be coming out a little bit. It's too flat, doesn't work with everything else. Where these guys spawn? Up here? Oh, there's a skeleton horse. That's cool. Don't want to activate the trap while doing the raid though. Gonna want to take out the witches first, in case their AI starts working. witches suck. Like I should just restart my PC really. Mole home. Okay, the boom, creeping minefield, mole home. Nice, Ollie, appreciate that. It's a cool thing to hear. Ravager round. Oh, here we have the Evoker, which is really hard to hit because he's so fast. It would be great if we can get rid of him because laggy Vexus. Not too hyped. It's the first one. I have not much experience, but from what I just saw, I think if we hit the Evoker the moment he starts summoning, you can cancel the summon. Anybody in chat who can confirm that? You guys see me. How fun. Let's put the armor on. Okay. Nuclear Wasteland. Desolate Plains of Loonyville. That is a solid name. That's a really solid name. That's my #1 candidate so far. The Desolate Plains of Loonyville. We can make something with that name look really eerie. Hey sir, your last one. How about we finish this party up? Right. Raid cleared. Totem acquired. This is shitty bow, so we'll drop it. Oh no! Not the raid cleared. More coming. Pokemon. I grew up on Pokemon. I played that so much. Old Game Boy games. Okay, so new Evoker. Gonna try to trigger him. Okay, Vex is hit really hard, guys. They're a serious threat always. Ooh, that was a nice shot. Okay, at this point I kind of want to get this raid over with because the lag is just too bad. Okay. One guy inside, and that's it. Well, Pokemon is a lot of repetitive, doing exactly the same thing. And again, I feel like a lot of games are. But back in the days, awesome. good music. What's about to happen. Wonder how many waves we have left. Because I feel like we... Okay, hype. I feel we got the evokers pretty quickly. What? Oh yes, I'm so happy I got that guy. It was actually a lot easier to get because he was in the Ravager. We must be just about dead, yes. How do you miss a Ravager? They are huge. Okay, last shot. Wolf of Space, thank you very much. I'm happy to hear that. Glad to have you here, and I'll do my absolute best to make it worth your while. I look forward to getting this base to the point where I have visioned it, because the idea I have in my head, I don't think I've liked the Minecraft idea I had as much before as I like this one. And we did a pretty good bit of the preparation. I mean, the entire base is pretty safe to work, which, starting from the ocean monument on the ocean floor, it's a big part of the job to get the ocean monument completely safe, functional, have the guardian farm in there, get good rates. Now with the chunk loaders, it's coming together, so now we actually have some room to work. But then you get to the point where you need to get the remaining hard to get resources. One of which is that I want to have 12 beacons here, and right now I only have the one, which is in the nether. So I have to get 11 more beacons, which is 33 wither skulls. And this beacon thing is an essential part of what I'm doing, and I want to use it in different places as well. So, all things considered, wow, I'm getting a lot of totems this raid. It's actually really nice. But I was saying, all things considered, I'm gonna have to make a Wither Skull farm. It seems like the only way to do it. And I found a pretty solid fortress to do it. It's not perfect, but also I don't mind covering an entire area of the nether in non-spawnable blocks. So we're right now working on getting a lot of glass. No you don't. No you don't. Stop summoning. Raid victory. We did it. And now I have a lot of totems of undying. I have 6. Huh. So now the question is, how many do we start carrying around? Because I'm gonna have to be switching to them anyway. What are you doing here? Get lost! Yeah, GG. Victory. We got it. Okay, let's sort things a little bit. Wait. This is a strange sound. It shouldn't be here, and I'm gonna check it out. Did we? Yes, we did. Oh, but I kinda like this guy. Cause he do be looking fancy. So... Oh, and there's a skeleton in there. You can hit me, it's fine. Put this back here. This here. Hit me all you... No, that's not good. Temporarily plug that. But this is also not good. We had a zombie villager in there, but he got murdered. Baby zombie. Come here. Try to hit me. Perfect. Now get in here. Come towards me. Come towards me. No. No, no. No, no, no. Yes. Yes. This is where you're gonna live. Now we're gonna name tag him. And he's gonna live in the Mob Head Museum. Totems in a shulker box. That's not a bad idea. They're gonna go in my e-chest. Nice solution. I like it. Guys, what are we gonna name tag this zombie? He's gonna live in the Mob Head Museum once we get it. We need a name for this little shiny fella. If my name would be Filza, this guy would be called Run Killer. But I'm no Filza, so he's no Run Killer. What do we name him? Name him. Bartholomew. That's one hell of a name. Very tempted to just go for it. Name him Golden Nugget, name him Eric. Yeah, we're gonna go with Bartholomew on this one. Added a little door there to represent his very shiny status. Welcome to the crib, Bartholomew. This is your house now. He's gonna have a good time here. We'll take good care of him. We'll name another one Eric for sure. Now let's take a look at what happened here. We can name him Eric. He's a bit vicious, but we can have him around. Those there. We'll keep the skeleton as well. Eric the Skelly. No. Call him No. No, I don't like it. Maybe we should call him this. I'm gonna go with this Bone Rick. Don't shoot me! Don't shoot me! Ow! He's mean. Okay, let's see how the glass is doing. because it should be doing good. Yes, that is a lot of glass. Nice. Okay, let's sort my inventory a little bit because I have a lot of random things here. And I don't like having random things in my inventory. This can go here. Save the emeralds. I feel like some of these items I'm keeping way too much around, but it's also fine. Let's put this here. Sponges are gonna hold on to. This is all very little, so I'll just toss it. Eric Calcium, not bad. Don't quite know why these are different, but okay. Oh, and we're gonna fix a problem here. Because these mob spawns were okay, but they shouldn't have been there. Because what I was keeping safe there were villagers. Zombie villagers, to be precise. So right now, label full cells like this. Here's still an empty one, so we're good. And then let's put a little bit more sand into the smelter. Spidey Man. Spidey Man's not bad. Does the game look glitchy to you guys? Just curious. Abdulbari, what's with the no? Things happening you don't like? Do I have sand left? Yes, I do. Actually take a shulker for this as well. And it's almost time to repair my bow, but I'm gonna hold on to it. Not that glitchy? Okay, nice. Oh. Go back a little bit because I didn't bring the food I need. While we're up here, let's do a little collection round. Recently. Standing right on the edge of the block now. Not much left. It doesn't. So, guys, anybody up for Speedy Saturday tomorrow that didn't register yet? Because tomorrow at 12 GMT, like every day, every week, we're gonna play Speedy Saturday, and it's gonna be really, really fun. We did a little preparation for this round, and it looks kind of cool where we're gonna start. And the plan for tomorrow is we are gonna go into the Nether together at the start of the server and do a Nether escape 1.16 style, because we are only allowed to go out of the Nether through a different portal than the one we came in. W Gaming, welcome back to the stream. Yes, I do remember you. It's good to have you again. happy that you liked it enough to come back. Well, if you could try, you could join for just a little bit. If you want to find out more details, you can get the link to the Discord in the description of the other Speedy Saturdays videos. After we defeat the Nether challenge, because we have 10 hours on the server tomorrow, and the Nether challenge is not going to take all of it. So after we complete the Nether challenge, we go back to the overworld, have a little break, everybody's gonna get lunch, and we're just gonna chill out for a little bit. Then we're gonna go back at it, and we'll have a speedrunning competition in duos. And some people know how to do it. Nobody there is actually like a professional speedrunner, neither am I. And I'm not gonna be competing for the competition tomorrow because I will be overseeing and I'll be a spectator recording. Chris, of course, you're definitely allowed to record it. In fact, everybody is. There's no limitations on recording on the server. That's what it's for. W Gaming, what is KSP? We could break the Nether portal, Chris, but I also want to give some people the option not to go in on the Nether adventure because it is really difficult. There's a difference between being able to speedrun and being a professional speedrunner. Here's the tower rebuild. Brownies and cinnamon rolls today. Did all the bread turn out alright in the end, Rose? Okay, here we go. Sand strips. Now, what I highly recommend for anybody ever doing this, I'm just gonna alt tab out of the game, and I have this program called OP Auto Clicker 3.0. I'm gonna set it on 150 milliseconds on my right mouse button. Make the window small, get rid of this F3. And now I press the designated button and it will just start placing blocks underneath me, or actually where my mouse is pointing. And I'll try to move smart so I don't fall off. This way you can just block the entire river off. Much quicker, but more important, not only quick, it also saves me a lot of clicking, which is not too good on your joints. And then I press the button again to disable it. Run over here, I'm gonna leave a 4 block gap. Do it again. Honestly, I didn't expect to be back in the water removal business so quickly. But we really do need the squid farm. Herbal space program, I haven't heard about it. But space game sounds cool. Well, Wolf on Space, that is also the point, because if people can't speedrun and you're doing it in duos, that might actually be super helpful, because now you're potentially speedrunning with somebody that qualifies as a speedrunner, or at least knows all the steps. And that's an opportunity to learn a lot about it. I could be doing a speedrun with somebody that knows a lot more about it than me. I would take that opportunity right away. Okay. What I'm gonna do is fly around real quick to see if I can find some sheep and make a bed. Those are llamas. I sleep very rarely in this world, but right now it'll take me a lot more time to go back to my base. Oh, there's a village, which means there are beds, so I'll just take one there. Sorry, sir. Need to borrow your house. Oh, the auto clicker, Chris, is called OP Auto Clicker 3.0. It's a very convenient one. The only downside of this one is that you can't use it when you're out of the window. For that, I used a thing called NI Auto Clicker. I can actually go out and do different things. It's very good for AFK fishing, for example. But it has to be a completely safe task if you want to do it that way. Wherein this one is an active one because I'm running around. And the toggles and the setting for this one are a bit more... They have a wider range of opportunity. Whereas the NI auto clicker is very limited. So you can only do it on a left click. So and if I want to use it, I have to rebind my control buttons. So I can use it on my right mouse button as well. Oh Rose, that's actually a super nice fix. Good to hear that you got a refund on it. Nice. Wolf on Space. On Minecraft, what challenge should you do? And you'll tell me how you're doing it. What kind of challenge do you like? Do you want to have a building challenge? Do you want to have a gameplay challenge? Do you want to get something specific, for example Ocean Monument, or do something in the Nether? What kind of thing are you looking for? Abdulbari, no, I've literally played Fortnite one time just to check it out, and the thing I really like about it is the aesthetic. Everything looks very funky. It's a fun vibe, especially for a shooter. However, I'm not much into shooters. They're really cool games, but I'm just not very good at them, and I also don't care about putting the time in to become good at them. So my kind of game is Minecraft mostly because it's super creative, and I'm playing Minecraft for the creative challenges. And I like Rocket League because it's has a very fun gameplay to it, but it can be very frustrating sometimes. Okay, this part is prepared. Go over to the other side. Actually, since this is already prepared, we might as well drain it now. So then after we can get the sponges back, put them in the furnace, and then they'll be ready when we go to the next part. Sandbox in any game is probably a good choice, because that's where the creative opportunities really open up. Okay, so Wolf, if that's the kind of thing you're into, how good are you at speedrunning? What's the fastest time you can beat the game? Like fastest normal time, without any insane luck. If I would tell you to beat the game now, how long would it take you to do it? Ooh, Flexing Mango. What type of PC you should buy? That's a really hard question, and I would say to answer that question, you have to know a little bit more about what you're going to use it for, because different software use different features of your PC. For example, when I was buying my PC, I wasn't really playing video games at the time, and I primarily needed it for 3D rendering in Blender, which is animation software. And for rendering, it's really beneficial if you can use both the GPU, which is the graphics card, and the CPU at the same time, because they can do the same tasks while stressing different parts of the PC, making it a lot faster. So for me, it didn't make sense to get a completely over-the-top graphics card or a super insane processing unit. I had to do a little bit of both. And I think finding out which kind of computing power you need is a very good place to start, because then you can actually get something to fit. Ooh, okay. New raiders. Now the question is, do we want to have another raid? Because I feel like I can be doing raids forever, but they're gonna keep me from building. And I have 6 totems now, so I could go with that. W Gaming, I'm not gonna try any other game really, because I'm seriously trying to make a Minecraft channel, and it's gonna take so much time to get to the point where I want to be in the projects I'm working on. So I'm just gonna focus all of my effort there. It's only this hardcore world and the Speedy Saturday project, and very rarely I'll do a thing like I did earlier this week, where I played the Impossible Challenge by Fundy, which was super fun, and I learned a lot. My gameplay really improved doing that, but it's not gonna be the standard thing I'm doing. Except when I run into a challenge that I really like, because it is a very good way to improve your gameplay. Okay, Wolf, 5 hours to complete it is not a bad time. I would say at that point you know what you're doing. So I would want to extend the challenge to you, and it's actually a challenge that could really help me as well. If you share the result, because I want to practice speedrunning a little bit. I think it gives me better odds to survive the game if I practice the combat side of things, and speedrunning is a great way to do that. So my challenge is try to find a seed in which you can complete the game faster than you normally would, because everything is already there to do the speedrun. Then share that seed with me and try to use that seed to get a time of about 2 hours, because I think 2 hours is really doable, especially if you're already down to 5 and you know how to what the things are that you need to do in order to complete the game, and then when you know where they are, you can actually go and find these exact things quickly. And it's kind of like cheating, so don't consider this your best time, because it's not a random seed, it's a set seed. However, it will give you more time in the situations that you need to practice, because if you're doing the same seed, you're gonna get to the blazes quicker, you're gonna get to the dragon quicker, and you complete the run. And when you feel like practicing again, just start from the beginning and do the exact same seed. So it's not going to be surprising, because you don't have to do the part of searching for it, but you can learn the searching when you get to the point where you want to do random seeds. Learning the essential parts of the run, like getting your blaze rods, getting your ender pearls, they are just things you have to do a couple times to get it down. The best way to do that is to do it as many times as possible in as little time as possible. So the challenge: find a seed, beat it, let me know the seed and the time you got it in. Go for under 2 hours. Might take you a week, might take you longer, might take you shorter, but I think it will be really worth it for your gameplay. You'll get a lot better doing this. Is that a fair challenge? Can you work with that? Abdubari, good on you. It's a very satisfying moment when you manage to beat it. Baby mode is funny, but baby mode is not a challenge, so I'm not gonna play that. I feel like it was a comedy video, not a challenge. And it was a good comedy video. But I'm not very interested in trying to find out how quickly I can type, "Can I have blaze rods, please?" I feel like it's not a sentence I'm going to use very much in regular gameplay, so I don't think I should improve on typing it really fast. When will I finish? That's a good question. I think I'm going to stream for just about another 20 minutes, and then it's time to get dinner. And I'm not sure I'll be streaming tomorrow, because tomorrow Speedy Saturday, which is going to be super fun, but it will take a little bit of time to organize things, and editing of Speedy Saturday is very intensive. So what I want to do this week is get a little better at recording it. I want to make sure that I record smarter, not more. So it will take me less time to sort the footage, because last week I recorded for a full 10 hours. That was a lot of footage to figure my way out. Figure out what was the important stuff to get there. I'm gonna plug it once more. If you wanna play along on a Speedy Saturday, go check out the Speedy Saturday video on my YouTube channel. Look for the link in the Discord. Just drop in there. Even if you don't necessarily want to play, it's a really fun place. We have a server during the week as well. And it's the whole thing is growing quickly, and I think we have a really fun community. And it's only gonna get better. Oh, Latinum just joined the chat. Lat is one of the regulars on the server. He's there a lot. And he told us a story yesterday about cereal he made. And it was so... Let's say that the quality was debatable at the very least. And that's me being politically correct, because there was nothing debatable about it. It was bad. It was real bad. And after a few hours, he still hadn't finished it. Then he traded it in for popcorn, which I think was the smartest thing he did all day. Music is gone, and my auto clicker is on. I switched to the browser and everything went really, really crazy. Let's go with this for a little bit. Ollie, I think you're the one that mentioned this this music genre we're gonna play now, earlier in the week. Yeah, Rose, that's exactly how I feel. The baby mode is it's a funny idea, but it's not made for playing. I hear a zombie, but I don't really care yet. Go away! I'm gonna stay out at night because I don't want to waste the time, but I am gonna wear my armor because Elytra doesn't do a great job. Ollie, I will start out as a mod for tomorrow, and I'm not entirely sure if I will join at all during the day. I'm gonna be there the entire day, and I'm gonna hang out with you guys, and I'm actually gonna be hopping on the different duo chats to make sure to check in how everybody's doing. But I feel like especially with the challenge tomorrow, the weeks before everybody was pretty much in the same location. But since we're doing the duos tomorrow, everybody's gonna be scattered around. And I realized that if I make a recording of this while playing, I'm gonna have my perspective and nothing else. So even if somebody beats me to the Ender Dragon, I will hear they're fighting, but I will try to continue racing, which means that we'll have no reliable footage there. And I want to prevent that, because I think everybody's putting a lot of time into playing the server, and I think I should make sure that the video looks good. Should make sure that you have something to show for it after if you work on racing the duo thing all day. So that's why tomorrow I'm gonna be a mod, and then maybe later in the server I'll join in. And as far as the nether goes, I scouted around a little bit after we picked the seed. Well, we didn't pick the seed. The seed for tomorrow is random. But I scouted around because I wanted to have a little head start editing-wise. As in, I know what's where, so I know when to really pay attention. Okay, I'll check what you read after all. With this week challenge, it's a choice though, because if you're on the board for the recording, then you can't really join in because everything else, the gameplay, is dependent on knowledge. You have to have information, and if you have the information, you're gonna save a lot of time and have a big advantage. So you can only do one of the two. Another alternative would be to be in charge of the base, because right at the beginning, not everybody is gonna go into the nether, I think, and the people that are not are gonna make a little base for us to come back to. So you could also choose to just have a building day. That's what I think, Wolf. I think this challenge I gave you is it's not just a challenge, it's a step forward. And you'll have something to show for it, but also when you do it, you can work on it. And I really think if you do it seriously, you'll improve a lot in a very short time. I think that's a solid investment, Rose. That's worth missing a little bit of stream over. So Wolf, I think one of the best things you could do is to look for set seed glitchless runs, because those are in very beneficial seeds, where you can also have a video of somebody playing there. Find where everything is even before you go there, and that will make sure that you get to the parts that you need to practice really quickly. Chris, that's absolutely fine. By all means, make a video about it. You don't have to. If you think you have good footage, let me know. It's something that should be in the Speedy Saturday story video, and then I'll look at it and fit it in. But if you want to make footage for a video yourself, that's perfectly fine. I have absolutely no problem with that, and in fact, I think it's really exciting that more people are making videos. This music is also not bad stream-wise. I can dig it. So early next week, this place we're clearing out now is going to be a squid farm. And I haven't done much research into the squid farms yet, so I don't know the exact design. But I think what we will be doing is setting up a nether portal for the squids to fall into, and killing them in the nether, which also makes it so that the collection is very easy because we don't have to travel so far. It's going to be just about 200 blocks from the base in the nether, which is in old loaded nether chunks, which are really safe as well. It is Loony music, I agree. It's not necessarily my kind of music, but it matches the word Loony, very much so. Well, my kind of music is also a weird thing to say, because I don't really feel like I have a kind of music. It will change a lot depending on the period, what kind of music I listen to. But I really do feel this vibe for stream. It's nice if it's a little bit goofy. Missed the jump. And portal spawn. Nice. That's a really, really good one, because then you can just focus on getting the pearls and getting the base rocks. And everything else you need, like the going out looking for it part, it's not required anymore. That sounds like a great seed, Wolf. I'm super curious to see if anybody's gonna use the 1.16 game changes to improve on a world record. I think Benex did a 30 minutes run in 1.16 already, but I feel like if you're spawning in a warped forest in the nether, that could be a quicker way to get the ender pearls than doing the trades. But you would need a nether that has both the warped forest and a fortress really close. Odds for that are not very high, I would say. Pretty cool, I appreciate that. Wolf, did you also find a video on this seed? One where I can see where everything is? Because I think that might just be my practice seed. I'll try to race you there. I heard an Enderman teleport just now. Anybody interested in speedrunning? Do register that seed that Wolf just posted in chat, because he was looking for a seed that has all the essentials for the speedrun really close together. Which is... It makes it so that it isn't a random seed run, but it gives you really quick access to all the things that you need to practice. So if you can practice these a couple times, I'm absolutely certain that your random seed time will go down, because you're more comfortable at doing the different parts of the run since you have been training them. No Rose, no, absolutely not. We're not having a moment of silence. We have to be brutal here, because we need to have dark prismarine blocks. So this is a whatever it takes situation. I can't mourn over these fish. I would like to, but I can't do it. I have to be a brute here. It's the only way. So yeah, it is a fish massacre, but you gotta do what you gotta do. All of these wisdoms, not applicable to real life. Be a nice person. Don't kill fish, don't kill octopuses. Especially not hordes of them. This is just a one block up there. So I can remove it like this. One block up there. One block up there, and I think that's all of the water here. Village already has a cleric, nice. Yeah, that sounds like a really good seed. I'm not sure about cleaning this place up, because on some level this world would like for every farm to just look great, but this one is so industrial. It's on a weird location because it's hidden, and it had to have a river, but a dried out river. So I'm not entirely sure about it. I might just leave this as it is. Maybe I will remove the sand just to make it look a little less sad. Then again, I also don't really mind. But this is actually really unfortunate. I was gonna mine this coal to light the furnace. Then I realized I only have a silk touch pickaxe, so I can't use it. I can't use the coal if I get coal ore instead of regular coal. I was gonna say coal blocks, but that's not the same as coal ore. Coal blocks I would be able to use. I think, Wolf, that the contents of a chest are also dependent on the seed. So you can actually check it out, and whatever is in that chest is always going to be there. So if it has diamonds, it will have diamonds on every practice run. Now, I'm not sure if getting diamonds on a practice run from a chest would be a smart move, because then you're gonna get used to having better gear than you normally would find in your run. So I would use all the practice as far as the getting to the bases quickly, getting to the stronghold quickly, getting to the Ender Dragon fight quickly. I would use all of those benefits, but I would try to do them with the bare minimum of gear. So, for example, not every run you'll be able to get full diamond or full iron gear even. So if you can learn to be comfortable without the armor and still beat the game without dying, that's gonna help you a lot more than getting the diamonds in the chest each run. So basically the way you're approaching this challenge is don't try to be fast. Try to spend a lot of time in situations that are now difficult for you. And then they will become less and less difficult, and that will improve your gameplay. Eric, I will finish in a few minutes. I'm getting rid of this last bit of water. Then we're flying back to base. That's gonna be all for today. And then for the next stream, I will figure out the design for this farm, so we can actually set it up. And then we have unlimited access to Dark Prismarine as soon as we finish, as we fix the Guardian farm, because I turned it off at the beginning of the episode. Now, before we quit the stream, let's actually go back to base, and then I will check out. I want to get all the sponges before I go. We spent quite a bit of time at base when the raid was there. During this raid, we probably spawned in creepers downstairs, because a raid does not fill up the entire mob cap. So I'm really curious to see how many gunpowder we actually got during this episode doing absolutely nothing. Because it should be a decent number, considering that the Guardian farm is off right now. I think the chests are indeed random, but they're also coded in the seed. Because basically what the world seed is a number that generates stuff. And that means that the game will generate everything exactly the same from it. So it's random before you type in the seed. After you type in the seed, a lot of things are set. So I believe that when you go there next time, you load the seed again, it's gonna have the exact same items in the same chests. Okay, now let's check two things out. I want to know how much glass we got when we were way down. Not much, which means that the chunk loader is probably not working down there. Now these chunk loaders are tricky because you saw it work at the beginning of the episode, And what it does is it sends the minecart through, and then there's a similar system on the other side, which catches it and sends it back. Now we're gonna see that system. And apparently this happened, which means that the minecart came out on this lane. Which is a surprising result, because when we were watching earlier, it did actually send the minecart back. So before, it had to have been running into this cactus. And I still haven't figured out why this is changing up. Why this is making unpredictable results. So now, does it come back? Yes, it does. I really want to find out what causes those lanes to switch, because then I can fix it. Up until that, it's an uncertain system. Now, how much did this do? This did a lot. The gunpowder farm did really well. Okay, guys, that's it. I'm gonna end the stream here. We had a lot of preparations done for the squid farm, so next time I'm gonna put the build in there. I'll probably put a beacon up there so we have quick mining and we can prepare the area properly. And then next episode we're gonna build another, or maybe I will do it before the next episode, I don't really know. Or next live stream, because I'm working on the episodes meanwhile. This system is gonna be copied over to that side. And I will work a little bit more on the special effects rig in the air there. For now, thanks guys for being here with me and for seeing that raid, seeing the progress that we made. I look forward to seeing you on stream next time. And Wolf, thanks a lot for actually getting that seed, because that is gonna benefit a lot more people than just you. Thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.